Ashok, Identify plays a very important role in the whole digital KYC, background verification space. And I want to understand, is AI helping you or harming you? Because it's become significantly easier to create fake profiles which look extremely original. So has it made your work tougher or easier?
So I think fraud keeps me up all night, right? And in terms of scams, just a broad number.
And it gets more and more inventive, right? If you seem Jamtara.
Yeah, and I'm the one guy who's looking forward to fraud, right? Everybody else is like, hey, we need fraud to stop.
These guys will not be so happy about that.
I'm like, yeah, if fraud goes up, my business goes up, right? Probably I'm the only guy who's excited about it. But anyway. But
the SEBI person is not too happy.
We lost about 34,000 crores approximately to scams last year, reported. Unreported, unofficial estimates is probably
34,000 crores.
That's right.
That's
reported.
Insane. Okay.
That is cybercrime reported, RBI reported. All regulators reported put together is about 34,000 crores. More than likely because unreported. That is, most people don't come and report. The likely number is probably about 80 or 1,000 crores, which is a $10 billion fraud market, right? This was about just a couple of years back, reported used to be, I mean, not a couple of years, 5 years back, reported used to be about 3,000, 4,000 crores. I think you would also remember that those days, it's gone up 10x, right? So the fraud scams
That's why you
have gone...
seem very happy it's gone up 10x.
I'm very happy.
Yeah, okay.
Fraud, scams money lost to scams has gone up faster than Elon Musk's net worth, right? So in that context, to your question, we are seeing a lot more AI originated fraud. That is, what's one of the things with digitization is that once you remove the person from physical contact, it's easier to commit fraud in some sense, right? Because you can kind of run engines on top of that, and you're not meeting the person, so he can actually, if he gets through a hole, he can attack that 100 times. Earlier, he could probably attack that only once. That's an unfortunate sort of side effect of fraud, and obviously, fraudsters use all kinds of tools, and they are usually one or two steps ahead of us. So we kind of plug a hole, and then they figure out another one. But today, in terms of deepfakes, we are able to catch that. In fact, PhonePe is one of our customers in that end. We can catch deepfakes today. Pretty much, if you use the ID5 platform, or for that matter, a lot of my competition platforms, that's a plugged hole. Where we are not able to plug is see, on the digital KYC side, I think we have pretty good technology to solve for that. On the physical side, there's still a lot of loopholes. Right? Because you're physically carrying documents. Only about 20%, between maybe PhonePe might be in the higher end of that spectrum, but most banks, only about 20% of the journeys are digitized, which means what happens in the physical side? How are you getting your SIM cards, for example? These are your holes that need to be plugged, and there has to be a common layer, in my opinion, across all regulated entities to follow a standard model for catching KYC fraudsters, largely because once they enter the system, they can do a lot of havoc, right? I don't think there's unified KYC norms across regulators, unfortunately, today.
No, they see KYC, KI is there.
Yeah, but if you look at the submission norms for example, telecom, TRAI is different from RBI.
No, that's right. But I think that is now going to be harmonized.
That's what
So there are two stages of KYC. First stage only asks you identity and address, and the second stage asks you customer due diligence. So customer due diligence will differ from a service entity. That will differ.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
Is that if your norms on the banking norms is higher than telecom, right, and the telecom guys are allowing people through, then you have a SIM card with a number. You can do anything today, and then open a bank account right after because you'll rely on a CKYC submission which the telcos did, which is a weaker submission in general. Then your whole system is actually is broken to some extent.